Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. It is March 26, 2024. My name is Kyle. This is Mrs. Olson, and of course it's time for Maker Notes. And today we're going to talk about this cute little kerchief cowl. It's called the Brioche Hugeness Shawl, S-H-O-W-L. It's by a designer named Raina Kay, and it uses brioche and two different yarns by Sheppel, which are in our kit. So this particular one is in the Awesome colorway, and I'll show you what this little piece looks like. So it is brioche, which is really amazingly beautiful. And if you don't know how to do brioche, we've got a class for that coming up. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But this is what the project looks like. It's using obviously two different colors. It is worked flat and then seamed up the back. And also what's really amazing about brioche is you can turn it inside out or the other way, and it's really beautiful on the other side as well. The only thing that's not totally beautiful maybe is that seam. So this is the wrong side of the fabric where it's been seamed together. So you could figure out a way to disguise that, but also like when you're wearing it, it might not be that noticeable anyway, especially if you have hair like I do. So let me turn this the right side out, put this back on Mrs. Olson so we can see how awesome it is again. And then I can talk to you about the two yarns that we're using. So this is the project. What's the yarn? Here's the yarn. So there are two different yarns as you can see. So this is called Crazy Purlin. It is a yarn from Sheppel. Crazy Purlin is a total of 440 yards in this ring of 5 little balls. Each of these balls is about 88 yards of yarn, right? And then you also need, so this is color 2586. It's 75% organic virgin merino and 25% biodegradable nylon. The companion yarn is this one. This is Unipearl. It's also by Sheppel. This is color 980, and it is 220 yards of 100% organic virgin merino in this little 50-gram ball. So the two of them together are what you need as far as yarn to make this project. Also included in the kit, of course, the Brioche Hugeness Shawl pattern by Raina Kay, and we're going to buy that from the designer through Ravelry. So if you have a Ravelry account, then tell us your Ravelry ID. If you don't have it or don't have Ravelry or you don't use it, that's okay too. We will just send it to whatever email address you use when you check out. So that's where the digital version will go. We'll also print a copy of it. We include it in your order along with the yarn. So you have the yarn, you have the pattern, you also need the needle. So we're gonna include that in this one. This is gonna be a Skacel by Addie, what is it? It is a Rocket 40-inch circular size US 2. So you have the needle, you have the pattern, you have the yarn. Now all you need is time, and you have to know how to do brioche, right? So as a side note, so this is what you need to create this project, but once you're done knitting that sample, you're gonna have more than enough of this yarn to make a second version of it, but you're gonna need a second ball of Unipearl. So this is what comes in the kit. So you'll need to purchase one more of these, and then you could make a whole nother shawl using the yarn that you have left over. And you could buy a second version of the same color, make an identical one, or perhaps you want to do something like black and do that. Or perhaps, I mean, there's lots of different colors you could choose. Do something really punchy and fun like that. So, but to talk about our colorways, the ones we did, this one is called Awesome. It's the Awesome colorway. Again, 2586 for this ring of Crazy Purlin, and then 0980 for Unipearl. Those are the two colors for the Awesome colorway. Then there's Tubular. So Tubular is going to be color 2587 and color 0880, which you can't see because I'm wearing a black shirt. So it's black with this really fun one. And each ring of Crazy Purlin is a little bit different from one ring to the next. They all look a little bit different. So you can choose whatever one you want to begin with. They sort of look, you can kind of see that this one and this one don't really have a lot in common. So maybe start here and work your way around. But when you take them off of this piece of elastic, they're all just kind of hanging out. You can keep them in a little bowl or whatever. So once you're done with this and it says it's time to change color, you will just change color. And what I'll do is I will look at what color did I just finish working with, and of the colors that are remaining, which one most closely goes with this one, what kind of looks like that. And you're going to be at the end or beginning of a row, right? So you'll switch out at that time, and changing those colors, you can't really see the difference. So again, I'll just, well, you can kind of see, but it's not that obvious, right? So don't worry about it. Just pick the color that looks the closest. And if it's a few yards away, like you need to wind off a little bit of a color to get to one you want, and you're not making that second one, then you've got plenty of yarn to do that as well. So if you don't love one of the colors that are in this ball of, in the Crazy Purlin, you could wind off that yarn. If you're only making one, that won't be a problem at all. If you're making two of them, I would just say go with the colors that show up in that Crazy Purlin. So I showed you two of them. The third one is called Stellar. This is Crazy Purlin in color 2591 paired with 6691 Uni Pearl. That'll be a fun one, that bright, beautiful green. And then the last one is called Radical. And Radical is Crazy Purlin 2588 paired with, there's that pink, 2588 Crazy Purlin with Uni Pearl color 2680. So again, you're getting the ring of Crazy Purlin, one ball of Uni Pearl in the kit. You're gonna get the Skacel by Addi 40-inch rocket fixed circular needle, size US 2, and of course the Brioche Hugeness shawl pattern by Reineke, sent digitally to you, either to your email or your Ravelry library, and then of course the printed copy, which we will include with your order. So that's the kit. Other stuff in the newsletter. Oh, the enamel pins. Okay, so the enamel pins are super cute. We designed these. This is a Zauber Purlin ring. It is a hard enamel pin. Comes in two different colorways. So that's the warmer colorway. And then the cooler colorway is this one. So if you love Zauber Purlin like we do, then this might be something kind of fun to add to your put on your project bag, or maybe on your book bag or whatever, just to remind yourself of the fun that these little rings of yarn are. Then, staying with the theme, the Zauber Purlin project bag. So this is the It Takes Balls to Knit bag. We just finished up making a few more of these. This is a zippered bag that has a rainbow zipper on it. These are made in our studio, in our workshop. Inside, there's plenty of room to carry your, plenty of room to carry your project. It's also large enough to have your pattern go in there and let the pattern be flat. So if you are a print pattern person like I am, then you can put that in there, use your page protector or whatever, and it will stay nice and, it might crease, but it stays nice and flat. And then you can put all of that yarn in there. You can get this yarn in there. There's plenty of room for this project to hang out in the bag. So if you'd like that, we design, print, cut, and sew these here in Washington. So if you'd like to get one of those, you can. And I mentioned, if you don't know how to do brioche, that we have a class for you. So Faina Goberstein is doing a beginning brioche class. This is Thursday, May the 2nd, which feels like it's very far away, but it's not. It's like 5 weeks, I think, just over a month. And it's going to be Thursday, May 2nd from 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific time. This is going to be online through Zoom. All the information is on our website, so you can sign up there, check out to see what the class description is and what kind of homework and stuff. There's a little bit of stuff that you'd like to have completed before the class begins. And at the end of that workshop, you should be able to dive right in and get this done. So you can go ahead and order your kit, sign up for the class, take the class, and then maybe do a little bit of practice to make sure that you're super confident with the technique, and you'll be able to go for it. I will say that this is the kind of pattern that I like to, well, we take all of our patterns one row at a time, but I like to move mindfully through this kind of a project because there's, you know, it's brioche, so there's a little bit of technique involved. So allow yourself the experience of making this thing. Doesn't have to be a race, it can be lots of fun. And then when you're done with it, you have this beautifully finished piece that you can wear or gift for years and years to come. And then the last thing in today's newsletter, Tuesday, the 2nd of April, that really is coming up. It's a week from today, right? This is going to be Maker's Night from 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific. Shayna Billow is going to be joining us, and we're going to hang out with her, we're going to talk about the designs that she does and all kinds of stuff. She does so many really wonderful things, and I've seen quite a few really great tutorial videos going through her social media lately, so you want to check those out. And also the Adventure to Greece. So there is a real in-person Adventure to Greece that Shayna is doing. Love to chat with her about that. I think there might be a few spots left, so I'm not sure, but we'll find out. That is Tuesday, the 2nd of April, 1 week from today, 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific. Through Zoom. All of the login information is in the newsletter, and it's also on our calendar. That is a very long-winded Maker's Notes. Hopefully you are having a wonderful week so far. We are doing great here. Looking forward to seeing what you come up with and watching people get into that brioche class. Lane is an awesome instructor. So that is it from me. That's it from Mrs. Olson. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you again on Friday. Thanks for watching. Bye.